I know, quite an unfitting title for a video included in an event called Christmas Commentary Week. But honestly, writing actual videos is something I find easier than writing Christmas themed videos. Not to mention, if I wrote 7 different videos, all with festive themes, then you guys would get like 15 minutes max of total content, which would probably make you all feel ripped off. So I gotta fit some normal videos in here, right? Anyways, yes, as the title says, I feel like I am a walking lie. And when I say this, I'm mainly referring to social anxiety, which is not only something I deal with on a daily basis, but also something I think about quite often. The version of me that I portray myself as to you guys in these videos is not really me. If you come and meet me in real life, I'm a completely different person. When I'm sitting in front of a computer with just OBS, a Google Doc, and a microphone while nobody's around, I can speak completely confidently and form logical thoughts with ease. But the millisecond you add even the slim possibility that somebody might be listening to what I'm saying, I completely fold under the pressure. And it really doesn't matter who it is. Well, yes, some people I feel more comfortable and confident around. At the end of the day, it's always going to rear its ugly head. Whether it be complete strangers, coworkers, or even my closest friends who are used to my quirks and accept me as the person that I am, social anxiety always shows up. Essentially, no matter the situation, I'm a completely different person in each one of them. But I used to not be. Back when I was a kid, I used to be such a different person. I was more carefree, outgoing, and dare I say, an extrovert. Yeah, believe it or not, when I was a kid, I was an extrovert. I wasn't quiet, and the confidence was so good, I never even put a worry into it. I'd freely act as I wanted, and I would seek out new different people to talk to. And it seemed like nobody really cared, in all honesty. I never noticed getting judged for how I acted and who I was back then. But that all changed. Sixth grade was the time. Suddenly, somebody started getting annoyed with my shit. There was this girl in my class, and she fucking hated me. Like, hated me. She was always visibly annoyed with the bullshit my autistic ass self was putting on. It was typical preteen girl shit, and it made sense. Around ages 11 to 12 is usually when early adolescence starts, and people start changing and maturing. So I can't really fault her for that. And at first, funnily enough, it had no effect on me. I noticed it, but I didn't really care. I just kept going on with my typical antics. But you know what they say, if you keep swinging an axe at a tree, eventually it's gonna fall. I don't remember exactly which moment it was, since this all happened like 7 to 8 years ago, and my memory around that time's pretty spotty. But I think the moment that kind of did it for me was when she straight up said to my face, "I hate you and I hope you fail." And that's when it finally got to me. Suddenly, instead of being all carefree and not having a worry in the world, I started to question myself. I started to think about how my actions affected others negatively. I started to become way more self aware and overthink just about everything. By the end of the school year, I went from this extroverted, loud, outgoing kid to easily the most quiet person in the classroom. I spoke way less and usually just kind of kept my head down in silence for most of the day when I could. And that's who I still am today. Well, yeah, there's a lot of other factors that go into shaping the quiet, introverted, and socially anxious person that I am now. I think that was the main tipping point. Now, while I hate using the word bullying, and honestly I wouldn't consider it bullying, that is what it is by a technicality, and I mean, that's what everybody else says when I tell them about it. They just say it's bullying. And obviously, as quote unquote bullying usually does, it has a permanent effect on your life. Even nearly a decade later, all that stuff that happened still affects me to this day. And like I said before, social anxiety is the biggest thing that's still happening. Now that I'm 20, it's something I've learned to manage better, but it's still there and I wish it fucking wasn't. I get it. I'm introverted and quiet, and those are parts about me that I can't change, but I wish I always didn't have to overthink every social situation that I get in. I wish I could just go up to someone or have someone come up to me and speak with complete confidence and not stutter or anything like that. Or just pretend, or even pretending like I'm something I'm not. You know, it fucking sucks, dude. There's so many opportunities where I want to talk to somebody, but the social anxiety just keeps me away. But hey, despite the quote unquote bullying and all the fucking trauma that shit caused, believe it or not, there are some good things to take away from this. Well, yes, maturing due to trauma does come at a cost. I think overall it's made me a much better person than I used to be. Like, take the, once again, I'm gonna use it, quote unquote bullying. For example, I don't consider myself a very judgmental person at all. And one of the things that getting quote unquote bullied taught me was to never judge people and just accept them for who they are. Especially knowing what that can lead to, I always do my best to be the least judgmental that I could possibly be. It's hard to get me to genuinely hate you or speak bad of your name. I'm very accepting of how weird and quirky people can be, and I see no reason to judge someone just for being different or having flaws. Unless they're being a fucking dick, of course. Be a dick, and I'm gonna fucking lay some words down on you. There's also this channel that kind of came out of it. I like posting here as an outlet to escape the many demons that I battle. One of those being social anxiety, of course. Obviously, I post these videos to people, and every time I do, tens, if not hundreds of you are gonna make opinions out of me. But in the moment, it's not something I have to worry about because, hey, just one right click and two left clicks is all it takes to completely erase one of these videos from existence. I think the point is, at the end of the day, don't judge people and treat everyone with respect because you really don't know how it's going to affect them. Anyways, that's all for day 3 of Christmas Commentary Week. Hope you enjoyed the kinda scuffed social anxiety rant turned lesson or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I say scuffed because it's 6:30 in the morning. I haven't slept. I'm in a bad mood. And honestly, I could keep listing other things, but I'm just not going to. I think you get the idea. Those first few things kind of just sum it up right there. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, and have a great day as always. 'Cause why not, dude? It's fucking the Christmas is next week, dude. Get fucking excited. Have a good day. Have a great day. Have a great week, actually. That's what you should do. See you guys.